I'm here with Chick McGregor on the ERA stand. He's part of Avere Systems. And Chick, for start, tell us a little bit about Avere.
Avere was founded over 5 years ago, basically to look at the removing latency in traditional NAS environments, environments with NetApp, Isilon, and so on. And we call it NAS optimization. So effectively what we managed to do is to give you an order of magnitude or 2 orders of magnitude or more in terms of performance improvements for I/O in those NAS environments. More recently, we've actually developed a product to the stage where we can actually use it in a NAS cloud. And it's much more interesting at the moment because there's a lot of hype about NAS, but this is a practical use of it, and we're working with partners such as Amazon Web Services, CleverSafe, Amplidata, and so on to that effect. So from our perspective, we believe there's a big market in that area, but we're still sticking to the NAS optimization market where we have a lot of advantages, and for many cases we do very well in certain markets such as the media and entertainment market, in the life sciences market, oil and gas is another emerging market for us as well. So we see a lot more of that happening in the future.
So your solution-wise, are we looking at a hardware solution for NAS optimization?
Basically, it's what we call a NAS appliance, so it's an appliance solution. Obviously the clever part of it is in the software, but obviously we optimize that software to the NAS hardware platform that we use as well. Traditionally what you can do is you can actually separate performance from capacity. So basically what we're trying to do is make it less expensive for end users to use products with traditional NAS devices. So that's really the whole objective. And so you can actually buy SATA disks rather than SAS disks, for example, the back end, while it's getting the performance from the Avere nodes, simply by adding more and more Avere nodes, so you can have up to 50 in a cluster. So that's really the objective.
So obviously with 4K recording now coming out and people are starting to use 4K a lot more in the workflows, it's becoming more important to get NAS systems working as fast as possible, as economically as possible. I'd
be more bold in that. I'd say it's going to be crucial to have something like an Avere system in front of your traditional NAS environment to allow you to do 4K, just simply because the I/O component is going up by a significant margin, and therefore you'll need something at the back end to buffer that, effectively, because we are a cache, and we sit between the clients and the storage and therefore buffer that I/O. And I think with 4K, that's going to be an essential part of your workflow in terms of getting the performance improvements you need.
Brilliant, and if people want to look at NAS optimization, they've obviously got a system in place at the moment. What's the process of contacting you, and what's the process of getting their system optimized?
Well, we have a process of actually working with resellers like ERA, and the point is that you can register with them or register with us, that you have an opportunity. We'll set up a meeting, we'll have a discussion, and then we'll determine what the workflow looks like, and from that we can determine if the Avere will be a fit. It's not always a fit, but in many cases it is, certainly media and entertainment, and if it is, then we go ahead to the next step and try a proof of concept, a POC as we call it, and that will determine the success in your own environment of the Avere in that deployment.
Chick, that's great. Now, if people want to find out some more information about Avere, is there a website they can go to?
Yes, there's www.averesystems.com.
Chick, thank you very much. Go and have a look at their website. If you need to get your NAS system optimized, these could be the people for you. Of course, everything else we're doing here at BVE 2014 is on our website, which is broadcastshow.com.